In this tutorial, we're going to balance the ambient light with flashes. In a situation like this, don't forget, your ambient light is controlled by your shutter speed and your flash output is controlled by aperture. I decided to shoot around f4, f5.6, and that settings are going to be for my flashes. I have 280-200 with Magmod diffuser. I have the small Magmod for my fill light. My main light is a Magmod XL, and I have a bare flash, the AD300 in the back, just to create some separation. I have to do a wraparound light here, so it kind of look more balanced with what is in the background. Don't forget, my background is getting brighter and brighter, and I have to balance it with the flash from the front. So my first step for this location was just to set up the composition, to find a nice location. I want to see the ocean in the back.
I wanna get in trouble that you don't find, 'cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality.
As you can imagine, it was too windy on the beach and somebody started blasting the music, and I'm gonna move with the commentary inside, but we're gonna go back and forth between the video we shoot on the beach and my talking head here. The plan was to go and use a large modifier, and I had a 20-inch deep octa with me, and I was thinking I can use that to the side, and being a large modifier, I cover more area, and also I was thinking maybe I'm gonna need an edge light, but it was too windy and was no way I could have had that softbox in place even with sandbags on the beach unless we need somebody to hold it, and I didn't have anybody to help me out, and I went with my contingency plans, which was to use the Magmod diffuser modifier. I had the small one, and of course I had the XL. These modifiers are great because they are pretty small in size, and in a situation like this they work great because they don't catch too much wind, and they hold on their own really good. Also, I didn't want to use just bare flash on all of them, because these little modifiers, what they do, they disperse the light, the hard light from the head, and you don't get that specular reflection on the skin or the subject. My lights were spread in a triangle position. I start with an ambient light exposure, and after that I just move with my first light, the AD200 with the Magmod XL, to the side and slightly behind the subject. And it didn't work good for me. I mean, I was having a different image in my head. I think the image is great, but it's too contrasty, and I was not going for that look. And of course, to make some separation from the background, I have to put the AD300 in the back, and this way I created a little bit, more like a contour around my subject, and the image starts looking good. But if you can see in the center of the image, in center of like Lydia, it's a little bit too shadowy, and I use the AD200 with the Magmod small diffuser just to fill in the middle. Also, the important thing what you gotta take from this shot is, when you're outdoors in a situation like this, not always the big soft light works. Sometimes, like in this situation, the small hard light work better. The thing is, you don't have to try to super overpower the ambient and have a like super contrasty image like the first one. You have to just dial it down to fill in the shadows, and because these are small lights, you have a more contrast, and I was looking to get that contrast in the dress, because you have all these creases, and I think it gives you a sense of movement much better than with a soft large light on your modifier. So don't forget, always you start with one light, see what it does. Use a separation light, see what that light does to your image. If you have to, and you have it, use the third light, just to fill in the shadows. If you don't have, I mean, I totally recommend everybody to start with a 2-light setup, because this is minimum. And the third light you can be replaced with a reflector. You can have a reflector and you push in some light to fill in the shadows, and you can get very nice images with small little flashes in any situations. If I have to use the same setup, like 3-light setup in interior, I will use a bigger modifier soft light, because in interior the lights bounce everywhere and it just, you don't gonna have the same look. These small flashes work great for a morning shoot like this, because I didn't have to overpower the ambient too much. Of course, you can get, the bigger flashes, the 1000, like 1200 watts or 2400 watts flashes, to overpower a scene like this, on the beach during the day. But you get that super deep blue sky, and I think it looks a little bit too fake. Early in the morning, you have different graduation and colors in the sky, and it looks a little bit more natural, and it looks more credible.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below if you have any questions or you want to see a different lighting tutorial. Please check my channel for more lighting tutorials and gear review. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
You just gotta trust